Thank you very much, Cynthia Dames. I know many of you from my prior life doing government affairs for nonprofits, some old friends, some new friends, and I have embarked on one last mission to try to move the ball. Thank you. Nice seeing you again. Many of you know the history. I'm going to just speak from my separate notes. Many of you, of course, know the long history regarding Empire State Pride agenda. I had the privilege of working for them as a lobbyist in early years under Ellen Van Capel. We worked very hard regarding the passage of marriage equality in the Assembly, and of course we're enormously gratified by its full conclusion and implementation. A number of us were dismayed when ESPA closed down because we felt there's a variety of discriminatory issues that continue, particularly for young people, people of color, transgender community, communities, LGBTQ communities in poverty, and really a remarkable dearth of LGBTQ-sensitive services upstate, really, really striking. And so we formed the new Pride agenda, more women-led, more diverse, a variety of trans membership. We've just got new board members from Rochester. We're recruiting in Buffalo, Long Island, Western New York, etc. We are committed to developing a statewide, ground-up LGBTQ organization. We're focusing on civic engagement, beginning in New York City, but we'll do that as well upstate, and of course advocacy. So one of our major issues this fall that we worked on, probably as a prior lobbyist, knowing and sensitive to the need for implementation of law when the law is a little trickier or a little more challenging. And so we had a variety of meetings all fall about ideas regarding implementation of GENDA, and we very much encourage the governor to think about mandating state employees have an understanding of it. We're very gratified he included that in the State of the State. We're very gratified that Department of Human Rights is going to start a public education campaign to understand GENDA. And the companion to that, in our judgment, would be a training program, trans-led, in different areas of the state, particularly with those that are responsible for implementing the law, whether you're in education or housing, employment, and certainly medical facilities, perhaps in a phased-in approach. So we're suggesting, starting in a modest way, $1.5 million that would be distributed in 4 or 5 different areas throughout the state, different regions, all for you to be decided. But trans-led training, and I just want to do a separate comment. When marriage happened, we all understand marriage. Marriage has gone on for hundreds and thousands of years. There wasn't a huge educational component needed. But when you talk about individuals having a disconnect between mind and heart and body and going through transitions and becoming transgender, that's something very hard for many people to understand. And we are sympathetic to that. I'm learning about it myself. I'm in trans training. My 22-year-old daughter has more trans friends, I'm sure, than I do. It's generational. It's different. And so we know the need sometimes to really get behind the wheel and help laws become real. And so we're asking your indulgence to consider trans training statewide that would help employers and others understand the differences and how to be respectful and how to respond. We ourselves at New Pride Agenda did a statewide survey, and the overwhelming response was not that people weren't well-meaning when one went for a job or medical facilities, but they were just ignorant. They didn't have knowledge about it. They didn't know what to do about it. So this is not about blame. This is not about punishment. This is like, consider, please, putting some money forward to help this continuation of really implementing GENDA in a way that it needs to be implemented for people to understand it better. We thank you also for some discretionary support we got for a new Pride agenda. For downstate organizing, we hope to get some for upstate as well. And thank you for your consideration. It's nice seeing you all again. Any questions? Okay.